not. This is my first time live streaming in my funky little shack ever since I started doing all this remodeling, and it's still not done, and I don't know when I'm gonna have time to finish it because I'm always working. Is the audio good? Everyone's good? Oh, somebody asked, how many more subscribers do I need before I hit 300K? Let me go ahead and check. I'm right up there. I'm getting close, but it's slow going, man. Ooh, I need 798 more subscribers. I'm at 299,208. So that means I need 798. I think my math's not very good, but hey, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell everybody at your church congregation that they should subscribe to the Huss. Anyway, the reason I'm doing this live stream, I don't normally live stream on Wednesdays, and I don't normally live stream this early in the day. But I was working on a video that I meant to post today, and unfortunately, there's no way I'm going to get it done in time. It's about my train journey that I just did I took a train all the way from San Francisco, essentially, to Denver, Colorado, and it went up and over the Sierra Nevada mountains, across the deserts of Nevada and Utah, up and over the Rocky Mountains, and into Denver. And it was an amazing experience. It was super fun to sleep on a train. I had my own private little room and then got to go to the dining car for meals. It was something I always wanted to do, and it was super duper fun. I did it with my friend Bob. Bob, if you happen to be watching, hi. Anyway, I think I had like almost 9 hours of footage because it was such beautiful scenery. Imagine sitting on a train and just watching America roll by. I mean, it was spectacular. Even, the way they do it is you leave the Bay Area at like 8 in the morning. 8 in the morning. I had to get up so early. Uh, and then you travel up and over the Sierras around lunchtime, and then you come down into Winnemucca, Nevada around sunset. And so most of Nevada is in the dark. You don't get to see most of Nevada because, to be fair, it's kind of boring, for most people. But for me, that was like the most interesting part of the trip. I wanted to see all the places that I've been to make videos in Nevada and Utah. But unfortunately, that part happened in the dark. Anyway, I have 9 hours of footage that I'm trying to edit, and I spent all day Monday, all day Tuesday. I'm going to spend all day today, and I'm probably going to have to spend all tomorrow. 4 freaking days of my life editing this video. I wonder if it'll be worth it. I know I was talking to Russ from RV or TV, and he was giving me some advice about how to, maximize my earnings on YouTube, things I could do to improve my income. And he was telling me about these guys who'd make these long videos it's like a father-son team. And they made some video about their trip to Alaska that was like an hour and a half long or 2 hours long. And he said he bet they made like $1 million off it because it had a lot of views. Okay, this train video is probably not going to get that many views, but it's going to be long. Okay, I'm just warning you now. Normally, I try to clip my videos down to less than 30 minutes, ideally 20 minutes, because something a guy said to me years ago in an email, years ago, really stuck with me. I'm a very sensitive person. Somebody emailed me, your videos are too long. You're never going to be successful until you get your videos down to 10, 15 minutes. And so every time I posted a video that was 20 or less, this person would email me, good job. Well, I don't think that person knew what the hell he was talking about. After talking to Russ said the longer your videos are, the better. I mean, to a point. No one's going to sit there and watch 10 hours of you reading the dictionary, or I don't know. Would you? But I kind of proved that. I went into my analytics and looked to see, I was curious, what's the most money I've made on a video? This father-son team, he thinks made $1 million off one of their videos. What's the most money I've made? Here I am spending not infrequently 2 or 3 full days of my life editing these things. 3 full days of my life. And when I say full days, it's not like I clock in at 9 and leave at 5. No, I get on my computer in the morning and I friggin' grind it out until late at night, and then just go to bed, get up, and do it all again the next day. The most I've ever made on a video, I think, was $4,400, and that's in the entire lifetime that it's been up. It was, interestingly, the video. Guess which one of my videos you think made the most money? It was, I think it made like 444.85 or something. I'll let you guys guess in the comments. I'm gonna go back and thank. Oh, Bob! Thanks for the gas money. Bob is watching. Is Mary Sophie watching with you? Because if so, hi, Mary Sophie. Bob, thank you. Also, thank you earlier before I even got on the dang horn. I got a super chat from Paul in Joyzy telling me I should come up to the Pine Barrens. I'm fascinated by the New Jersey Pine Barrens, okay? What's so interesting about them to me is it's back east where it's just like dense metropolitan. New York City bleeds into the next city, bleeds into the next city. Like there's not really any woods or nature, certainly not any BLM land where you can go camp. Well, there is inexplicably this giant swath of what they call pine barrens, and I guess the soil wasn't good for farming, which is why it was never developed. You know, that's some primo real estate in New Jersey, not that far from New York City, but it was never developed. And so they say there's like some creepy inbred hillbillies still living out there to this day. You can ride your dirt bike, you can go off-roading. I think you can even camp. I'm fascinated by the Pine Barrens, and so I do intend to get to them one of these days when I finally make it back east, which I do intend to. Okay, I got a couple more super chats I gotta address. We got Brian saying hi from Ventura, California. Anyone ever been to Ventura? Oh, I have, and it's freaking paradise. Lucky you. Brian, although it's not too bad here in Death Valley, it's pretty nice actually today. It rained last night. We had this heat wave where it got really hot, like over 100 degrees already, and I was freaking out like, oh, what happened to spring? Well, spring's back. It was real windy the last couple of days, and it rained really, really good last night. And so today it smells really fresh and clean. Unfortunately, I'm stuck indoors all day editing. You can see I even blacked out the window behind me because I'm in the process of reconfiguring this casita and trying to figure out how I want to do my office. And I can't edit if there's a window behind me because it makes a glare on the screen of my laptop. But just the way the room is, I can't really turn the desk around. Anyway, just one of many things that I need to finish getting this place set up so I can do my big debut video, but I haven't had time because I'm so busy editing and traveling around doing crazy stuff. Okay, one more super chat from Jeffrey. Oh, it says he was in Vegas last weekend and he waved at me. Well, howdy, I hope you enjoyed it and you didn't get hosed. One more super chat. Oh, someone wants to know what's going on with Ed Ringle. What a great question. Ed Ringle, if you remember, is the guy I interviewed up in Beatty, Nevada. He's the developer, or he was trying to develop this big patch of real estate he owns there, and he had some pretty interesting ideas. I mean, he's the guy who built that steampunk casino. You know, that casino with all the crazy steampunk stuff on the outside. He's responsible for that. He also owns a couple of hotels in town, and he's building a sports bar and townhouses, and he's a big Beatty booster, and he's trying to get the town going for this gold mine that's supposedly going to open there any minute, which I haven't heard any news about the gold mine, but I think the price of gold is pretty high right now, so you think they would want to get that thing going. I haven't spoken to Ed for a while, I'll be honest. He had some legal troubles. I'm not going to go into all the details because it was in the paper. You can look him up and Google it if you're interested. He was never anything but nice to me. He's a great guy. I thought he was a great guy, and I thought he had a sincere heart. He really cared about Beatty. So I wish him the best, but unfortunately, I did text him a while back, you know, just telling him, hey man, I read about you in the paper. I just want you to know I have your back. He never answered me. So I don't know what's going on with Ed. But Ed, wherever you are, I wish you well. Okay, I want to see if anybody guessed which was my most highest earning video. I don't know if anybody even guessed. Oh, somebody guessed armpit hair video or Burning Man. Burning Man, if somebody else guessed Hot Springs. CIA spy plane. Okay, lots of good guesses, but the Germans, no, none of those. The video I made that earned me the most money was the one I did about Lake Mead drying up. Isn't that interesting? Lake Mead. In fact, you know, I'm going to go ahead and pull up right now while I'm on the horn here. I don't know why I like saying that. Analytics. I'm going to tell you what my top 5 highest earning videos are, because it was really interesting to me. I thought like, oh, okay, if I look at my analytics and see which videos have earned me the most money, I'll know what kinds of videos to make. Well, no, unfortunately, it's not that easy because they're all over the place. Okay, revenue. How do I do this? Content, videos, see more, lifetime. I want to know in the entire lifetime of the video how much money it's made. Okay, so my number one video that I made the most money of was me driving around Lake Mead talking about how it's drying up. And this was back when they found that those bodies in those barrels or a body in a barrel. So I guess Lake Mead was kind of trending and people were talking all about how, oh, Lake Mead's drying up. Oh, it's the end of the world. So maybe that's why so many people watched it. I'm glad I made some money off it though, because I spent a lot of money making that. I drove a bunch. I drove all around Lake Mead and it's a big lake. Plus I had to stay the night out there at a hotel. So I'm glad that I at least recouped my expenses. Okay, my second highest earning video is the one I made walking down Industrial Road in Vegas. Okay, that's the kind of like the back street in Vegas where all the seedy stuff happens. I mean, that video, what's interesting is, okay, so the Vegas video I made first of all, I made that video back in, I don't even know, 2019, I think, or 2021. So in 5 years, that video has earned $4,000. The Lake Mead video I made in 2022, so in 4 years, that video has earned 4,400. It earned more, but what's really interesting is the Industrial Road video has 2.3 million views, but the Lake Mead one only has 900,000. So that just goes to show it's not how many views a video gets, it's how long people watch it for. And that goes back to what I was saying about longer videos. And this, if you have children in the room with you, I'm going to use some salty language. This jackass who was yelling at me to make shorter videos was just talking out of his, you know what. These people don't know what they're talking about. My number 3 highest earning video made $3,700, and that's the one where I was camping at the Magic Circle down in Quartzsite naked. Well, you can't show nudity on YouTube, so I don't know why people watch it, but they did, you know. Anyway, then Burning Man, the one when it rained, that's my number 4 highest earning. But you'll notice there haven't been any hot springs yet. And I'm at number 4 already. Number 5 is, oh no, it's not a hot spring. My 5th highest earning video was when I went to the headwaters of the Colorado River, way up in the Rocky Mountains. Isn't that? I think that's so cool because that was one of my favorite videos to make. And again, I spent a lot of money because I'd drive all the way to Colorado, all the way up into the friggin' Rocky Mountains, this very remote campground. And then I had to hike quite a way to get to, I don't even think you can't find the exact headwater of the Colorado because it's all these different little seeps popping up in a meadow. But I sort of picked a spot and skinny dipped in it. And it was super fun. So anyway, that video also didn't get that many views. It only had, this is interesting. This is my 5th highest earning video out of I have like 1,500 videos up, you guys. Out of all 1,500 videos, this one made the 5th most money, and it only has 500,000 views. I mean, that's a lot of views, but not compared to those armpit videos. Those have like millions of views, but it's like I said, they don't watch them for very long. So anyway, then there's another Burning Man video. Then there's another Burning Man video. So whoever guessed Burning Man, that was a good guess because there's like 3 Burning Man videos in my top 10 highest earned. So I guess that tells me people are watching the entire Burning Man video. They're interested enough in Burning Man to sit through 30 minutes. Unfortunately, Burning Man only happens once a year. I can't just make all Burning Man videos. You know, I gotta do other stuff. Then my Pahrump video. So you'll want to move to Pahrump, Nevada. That's another one. People are just interested in Pahrump. And then there's one more hot spring, and it's the hot spring skinny dipping in a hot spring at the side of a very busy river in Colorado. Out of all the hot springs I've been to, and I've been to way more beautiful ones than that, for whatever reason, that one I only made 1,800. It goes down very, very rapidly. I mean, if you think you're gonna get rich on YouTube, think again. Although maybe I'm just doing it wrong, you know? I don't know. Anyway, enough talking about that. I have some more super chats I gotta address. Somebody said, oh, did I find my sunglasses or is that a new pair? Oh, like you can see my my lights reflected. It looks like I'm bug-eyed. No, I have these 2 ring lights on my desk to try to make the lighting more flattering. It's not really working though. Hi. Anyway, these are the same ones. I have several pairs of these. If anybody is wondering, I don't like just any USA glasses. I'm very vain, and it's like with my hat. I only like a certain style of hat, and this is a huge issue, you guys. They don't make this hat anymore. I haven't been able to find it online. It's a specific brand. It's Decky, Decky. That's the name of the manufacturer, Decky, and it's foam and mesh, not canvas. I hate canvas ball caps. Foam and mesh, Decky, navy blue. I think it might be a high crown. They don't make them anymore. So, oh man, this hat is getting real gross underneath. You can see the line from my makeup. Ugh. But man, I mean, I do wash it. I have one of those hat washers that some very kind viewer sent me. But it's gonna fall apart eventually, and I don't know, man. Decky, if anyone from Decky happens to be watching, make some more of these hats. Anyway, same with my glasses. The brand is Fizady. It's probably some Chinese crap from, well, I know it's made in China. That's why I thought it was funny in the first place. That's the whole reason I started wearing American flag glasses. It's not like I'm a big Trumper or I'm trying to make a statement. It was meant to be ironic. Like, oh, I mean, I started wearing them back when all this patriotism was first coming to the fore, and I'm very patriotic. I think I have the right, whether or not you like Trump or not, you have the right to wear the American flag on your face and not be yelled at for it. Anyway, they're made in China, and I think that's kind of funny, you know. But that's Fizady brand, and I like them because they're kind of like a cat eye. They're on Amazon. I have several pair, several. Probably, well, I might have like 3 pair, but I could always use an extra. And they're on my Amazon wish list. If you're interested, you can go buy a pair for yourself, or buy me an extra pair. I'm pretty good about. Like, I'm bad with losing stuff, but I don't ever lose my glasses. Interestingly, anyway, I feel like I missed another super chat up here. Hold on. Any thoughts on your Wonder Hussy 5-0 big day? Oh, don't even remind me. My birthday's coming up, and I don't know. I don't have any concrete plans yet, but I better get on that. Thanks for reminding me. Here's another super chat. Hey Sarah, I was in California last week, but I stayed in Malibu, Fullerton, and San Diego. Heard it was hot in your area. Hope to meet you one day. Oh, Tony. Well, yeah, in Malibu, I'm sure it was beautiful. San Diego, always beautiful. Yeah, it was hot in my area, and I was for sure questioning what the hell I'm doing living here. Hey, I just noticed that John's moderating. Thank you. I appreciate that. I didn't even ask you to, and you just showed up. Isn't that nice? What a friend. Cheers, everybody. It's 10 a.m., so I'm not drinking liquor. I'm drinking coffee. This is a coffee cup my sister designed way back in the day. Gosh, when I first started, I had this crappy merch site on Zazzle. It might still be up there. And she designed these cups. So I actually like this cup because it's pink on the inside. Okay, let's see. Any more? Okay, I don't think I have any more super chats to address, but I can answer some questions. Anybody got any questions? Oh, did Australia ever call me back about my phone? No. I think I'm going to have to eat my hat. Ooh. I gave up. I'm not calling them anymore because I think I mentioned this before in a video. Every time I call Australia, it costs me $12.44 in international dialing fees. So I think I've already called them twice from the US, maybe 3 times. It's like $36-40. Hell no, I'm not throwing any more good money after bad. I'm just going to write the phone off and hope the lads at Pine Gap are having a laugh. They're probably all watching this thing right now. If anybody from Pine Gap, Australia, happens to be watching this live stream, hi! I mean, really, I do mean hi. I was in the wrong. I was filming where I shouldn't be. Somebody wants me to sing. Oh, Randy wants me to sing Hey Ya by Outkast. How does that go? Oh, God, how does it start? Oh, my God, you put me on the spot. Hey Ya! I just know it goes, shake it. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. Come on, shake it. Shake it. Ah. Anyway, hopefully that was good enough. That's not really a song you can sing. Come on, give me something more along the lines of Cole Porter. You know, I'm a classy lady. I like the greats. Calm down. Third Dunkel. Take your TDS somewhere else. Oh, Ross in the chat. What up, Ross? That's so funny. I just happened to see this weird comment that I can't figure out. But, good to see you, Ross. Hope everything's going well. Super chat from Norman. Thank you, Norman. I appreciate that. Stormin' Norman in the chat. Good morning, Norman. Good Norman morning. Oh, you know what I did want to say is special hi to Robert. If Robert happens to be watching, I understand Robert is facing some significant health challenges, which a viewer named Timmy informed me about. They met at one of my meet and greets here in Tacoma, and Timmy's from like Iowa. I don't even know where Robert's from, but they met at one of my meet and greets and they became friends. And she informed me that he is facing some health challenges. So I just wanted to say a special hi to Robert if you happen to be watching. And here, mwah, sending you good vibes. Uh oh, another super chat. Oh, from Trey says, please wish my wife Wendy a great day. Everyone knows it's Wendy, and Wendy has stormy eyes that flash at the sound of lies, and Wendy has wings that fly above the clouds, above the clouds. Good morning, Wendy. Hope you're okay. Now that's the kind of song I can get behind. Don't give me none of that. Hey, y'all, give me something I can sink my teeth into. Anyway, people are probably like, "Oh God, please stop singing." Someone wants to know if I'm ever coming to the UK, and yes, I am. I've been to the UK, but only briefly, and it was before I had a channel, so I have to go back. Someone says you could sing "I Don't Know How to Love Him." Is that from Jesus Christ Superstar? I don't know how to love him. I need a better fake microphone than that. I don't know that song very well. I haven't actually seen. I feel like the human jukebox. This is like dueling pianos. I should just sing one song until somebody pays me to stop singing and sing something else, but I don't know enough of that particular song to do it. Would you ever cosplay? Someone asks. Okay, if you don't know what cosplaying is, it's dressing up as a character from a movie or something. Would I? Would I ever cosplay? You must have not watched my Janis Joplin video the other week. Speaking of that, the Janis Joplin show, I actually ended up going. I wasn't gonna go because it's so far to drive to Vegas, but the guy, Lon Bronson, who produced it, he hooked me up with a free hotel room. Like, all right, I'll go check it out. And it was great. That Janis Joplin impersonator is amazing. And she was cool too. She was like, oh man, I want to come visit you in Tacoma. I said, come on out. Because little known fact, there's another Janis Joplin impersonator who lives right around the corner in Sandy Valley. And so if I could just get them both out here, we could have a whole Janis Joplin sing along. Wouldn't that be something? Oh, thank you, Outdoor Gypsy, for the super chat. It says, here's to 300K subscribers. I am still planning to have some kind of party or something when I hit. Used to be that I would get about 2,000 subscribers a month pretty regularly for years. It was 2,000 a month. It slowed down dramatically, I don't know, a year, 2 years ago. And so, man, I've been waiting for this 300K forever. So when it finally does happen, though, I don't know where I'm going to be at the time, but wherever I am, I'll plan some kind of thing, or maybe I don't have to do it right at the 300K. I want to help a local business out, but I'd like to host the party at a bar or a restaurant or someplace that could use a crowd. So I'm thinking of ideas. I was gonna do it up in Beatty at the Happy Burrow. Is that where I was gonna do it? I can't remember. No, at the Sourdough Saloon. I was gonna do it at the Sourdough Saloon, but that's under new management now. So I don't know. I'll do it somewhere. Maybe I'll pick a place in Pahrump. Okay, let me see. I got another super chat. Oh, Hannah, watching from Australia. Love it. We got. Oh gosh, what's going on? It looks like this donkey. There's something is going on with donkey and Trump. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for even mentioning the T word. It's such a polarizing word, and there's no point in even talking about it because it's all total BS. They're all, well, enough said. Oh, somebody watching from Liverpool, a Liverpudlian. Hi. I'm a born Liverpooler from Yellow Submarine. Remember that? AI slop on YouTube isn't helping my views. So people are watching AI instead of my crap. Well, that's why I feel like I know I should probably have makeup on and better production values, but I like to stay really real because in this age where half of the stuff is AI, I think people appreciate gnarly realness even more, Like, this is not fake, you guys. This is real. And you can see all the pores on my gross face, all the bags under my eyes, my wrinkles. That's because I don't use AI. I was going to say I never use AI, but I do sometimes. Like in that video I made where I went to John Sitey's mill, there was no photos of John Saiti available online. So I had to use AI to sort of generate what he might have looked like. Now, I suppose I could have drawn it myself because I am, little known fact, I do like to draw quite a bit and I'm pretty good. But I did that in one of my videos when I made a video about Josie Pearl, this really cool female prospector in Nevada back in the day. I wasn't sure if I could use her photo or if it was copyrighted. I didn't understand fair use at the time. And so I drew a picture of her and used that in the video. But anyway, I don't even remember why I was talking about that. I'm real. Oh yeah, AI. I also used AI in the one where I was abducted by the spaceship because I had to do the special effects. So I used some like AI app that will turn a photo into a movie, and I mean, if you watched that video, it was the one about my e-bike. It's one of my favorite videos. Go back and watch it if you haven't. Yeah, I'm like riding my little tricycle along in my space outfit, and then this UFO beams me up. I used AI in that one, but I don't use very much AI. I really try to keep it real. Oh, we got another super chat from Wisconsin. Love that. Always wanted to go and will at some point. Can you believe I've never been to Wisconsin? I mean, for real. Oh, look, somebody said I look stunning. Love your eyes and smiling. Thank you. What a nice thing to say. I'm not, dressed up. Well, actually, I am dressed up. I wasn't wearing this to edit. I just wear what's in the thumbnail image. I'm wearing like this ratty old t-shirt and no bra, and I just have my hair up in a thing on my head. So I did decide to, at least I put on this sweatshirt and I picked a color coordinated bra for under it. Oh, you like that? Little, and I put a hat on, but for the most part, I look pretty scuzzy. So thank you for the kind compliment. I feel like this might be a flattering color on me with my eyes. Okay, hold on. We got. Oh, Tony wants his 20 back because I gave that close up of my pores. Oopsie. Then he said, just kidding. I appreciate that, Tony. Yeah. Someone says, you still have the front door mic Z installed. Yes, I do. It's right there. When Carlo came over here, remember Carlo and Jack came over to do like a queer eye for the casita and give me advice on how I should fix it up? Carlo said, oh no, that door has to go. What's wrong with this door? I mean, it's from Home Depot. It's just a basic door, and I never painted it. I probably should have painted it. But I mean, come on. Carlo said I should have an all glass door, would let more light in. And that's true, but I made some other changes here that now I have plenty of light. So light's not the issue. And the door, I've been spending too much money lately. The door is taking a backseat. I'm keeping Mike Z's door. He did a great job installing it, and it sits, whatever you say, perfectly. Like, it's great. Mike, if you happen to be watching, thank you. Again, that door is way better than the old door. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. I got a bunch of stuff coming in. I'm trying to answer it. Oh, Mike from, wait, oh, stop, hold on. Mike from the Love's Truck Stop in Marion, Illinois. How about that? I love Love's Truck Stop. I love truck stops in general. I'm partial to Love's because of the name, but I like Flying J and Pilot too, and the little no-name ones are even better because that's where you find the really interesting stuff. But Loves are great. I love going into a Loves. I always feel safe and happy. It makes me happy because it means I'm traveling, I'm on the road. Like, there's something about being at a truck stop, and they have like a nice selection of souvenirs and t-shirts and stuff. Big fan of Loves. I'm jealous that you're at a Loves. I'd love to be at a Loves myself right now instead of sitting here working all day, which as soon as I'm done with this live stream, I'm going straight back to it. Man, I've been, like I said, 2 full days of editing, and I'm finally to the point where we have lunch on the second day. So after this, we're just going through Glenwood Canyon and into Colorado and over the Rockies. So hopefully I can at least finish that tonight. And then tomorrow I got to put music and hopefully finish it. I have to finish it by Friday because I'm going out of town Saturday morning. That's the problem, man. That's the problem. Why I can't finish doing this casita. I can't finish anything. Like, I constantly have stuff I gotta go do. Okay, hold on. I have more super chats too. I'm curious. Oh, Andy watching. Hi, Andy. I've got some news for you, brother. He wants to know if I ever ended up with Lydia the mannequin, or did Carlo keep her? The deal was there was supposed to be an arm wrestling match. Okay, Andy, I don't think I'll be giving too much away by saying this. Andy is a viewer who happened to be in Vegas for a trade show, and he took my recommendation and stayed at the Thunderbird Motel, downtown Vegas. Great place. I stay there all the time. Matter of fact, I just stayed there last week because I was in town doing some stuff. But anyway, Andy stayed there, and he's not from Vegas, and so he was kind of like, did I make a mistake by doing this? Because it's kind of in a sketchy area, you know, not a terrible area. Like if you watched my gnarly neighborhoods of Vegas video that I did a few weeks ago, which incidentally also is one of my top earning videos already, and I just made it, and it was kind of an afterthought at that. But anyway, there's way worse neighborhoods in Vegas than where the Thunderbird is, but it's a little gritty. And so he was walking down the street to go get food or something and kind of like, oh, should I get another hotel? Well, then he saw these two homeless people passed out on the sidewalk, you know, slumped over drunk or whatever. And there was a mannequin torso between them. And I guess he kind of looked around like, oh, that poor mannequin. You know, these two homeless guys are never going to take good care of it. They're winos. And so he just like leaned over and it was just a mannequin torso. It didn't have a head or legs or anything. Picked it up and took it back to his room. And then it gets even better. He happened to come out here afterwards and he stayed at Villa Anita with Jack and Carlo. They have an Airbnb over there. He stayed there and he brought them the mannequin. And he said, you can arm wrestle Wonder Hussy for this mannequin. He named her Lydia. He wrote Lydia on her chest. So I'm supposed to go over there and arm wrestle Carlo to see who gets to keep this mannequin. And I do want the mannequin. Not that I need any more mannequins, but yeah, because of the backstory. So thanks for reminding me. I need to go over there. I've got a bunch of stuff I need to do over there, actually. Me and Jack are going to launch a line of jewelry, believe it or not. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to give away the surprise, but we have this really fun idea. A limited edition. I'm going to make some kind of cool little deserty totem thing. And then we're going to do like a whole HSN QVC thing. Carlo can be the host. Call now. There's only 50 more. Uh-oh. My screen crashed, but I think the live stream is still going on. Okay. Anyway, okay, hold on. I feel like I missed some more super chats. Oh, somebody said, how about a little Route 66? Kim, thank you for the super chat. Okay. If you ever plan to motor west. I already forgot how it goes. Oh my God. Well, it goes through St. Louis, down through Missouri, Oklahoma City is oh so pretty. You'll see Amarillo, Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona. Don't forget Winona, Kingman, Barstow, San Bernardino. Okay, is that enough? Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that gas money. I will be spending quite a bit of gas money on Route 66. That's coming up here in... Oh God. Well, 2 months. I have 2 months. So I've got some time. Hopefully I'll have all this done at least before I go on Route 66. Oh, Andy, the news I was going to tell you was this other really nice, Andy's from Canada. This other Canadian couple came by yesterday or the day before, and they brought us like, I'm not kidding, 5 grocery bags full of cheesies. Okay, Americans watching this, cheesies are like the Canadian version of Cheetos, but they're way better because they're made with real cheese. There's only 3 ingredients. It's like Fritos, corn, oil. Well, there's 4: corn, oil, salt, and cheese. They're good, but I have like a lifetime supply. Oh my God, I've been eating so many cheesies. But anyway, I thought of you, Andy. Okay, yeah, thank you, Tom, for the super chat. He says he can't wait for the Route 66 videos. Me neither. I'm really looking forward to seeing all these little towns. You know, it's interesting. My channel kind of started out like middle of nowhere, hiking, like outdoorsy stuff. And it seems like now I do more traveling stuff, which is kind of interesting. It was brought home to me because I was trying to win this contest, the Outdoor Media Summit Awards. Somebody sent me this link on Facebook, like, hey, they have like the People's Choice for Best YouTube Channel. You should rally your people to vote for you. And so I did, and I won. I won Best YouTube Channel on this Outdoor Media Summit thing, and I thought it was a scam at first, but I think it's real. I had a Zoom call with one of the people doing it. They have this big outdoor media summit every year. That's like an outdoor industry, and all the big outdoor brands like Patagonia, North Face, REI, whatever. They all have like a big, I guess it's like a trade show or a convention. They all get together and they do these awards for, I guess, creators. And so because I won in my category, I'm pretty sure I get a free trip to, they're doing it in Asheville, North Carolina this year. Isn't that cool? It's going to be in September, towards the end of September. I haven't heard anything from them since I did that Zoom call. So I don't know. Maybe they changed their mind because during the course of that Zoom call, she did say, it looked like more of my videos were travel than outdoor stuff. And I was like, no, no, no. I mean, I have plenty of outdoor videos. I got lots of backpacking, hiking, hot springs. I'm all about the outdoors. I just haven't done many of them lately. And I need to get back out after Route 66 and do some more outdoorsy type stuff. I haven't been backpacking in a while. Like, I hardly hiked at all last year, even the year before, because I was so busy helping my mom move and all that, and then figuring out what I was going to do with my house. And now I'm free and easy, and I should be able to backpack once I'm done with Route 66 and all those other commitments I already have. Okay. Theodore says, get as gnarly as you want. We all love you. From Ted in Central Idaho. Thank you, Ted. I don't think you want me to get as gnarly as I want, because I could get pretty gnarly, but I appreciate the thought and I find it touching, actually. Thank you. Brian wants to know, has Mike Z worked on the back door also? The casita doesn't have a back door. The house has a back door, but it didn't need work. It was actually a pretty solid. Oh no, you know what? We had somebody replace the back door, but it wasn't Mike. We had this other guy, one of the guys who did our, what do you call it? Shade, the carport. Randy and Kelton. Kelton did the doors. He replaced the front and back door for us. Super cool. So yeah, we've been lucky to have a lot of friends help us with stuff. In fact, Terry, my electrician friend, has been here for about a month now, and I think he rewired our well pump, and he did some rewiring here in the casita for me. So hats off to Terry for doing all that. That's why we're going out of town this weekend. He's been here all month, and we haven't really done anything fun with him. He's just been working, so we're going to take him out to this really, I'll probably regret saying this, but we're going to this really interesting experimental noise festival in Wonder Valley, okay? If you've ever been down to 29 Palms or Joshua Tree, you go to Joshua Tree and then you keep heading east and you get to 29 Palms, and then you keep heading east and you get to this place called Wonder Valley, and it's in the middle of nowhere. There's not much there, but there's this dusty little dive bar called the Palms, and it's probably my favorite bar on the face of this earth because it's in the middle of nowhere in the beautiful desert. It's cool, it's funky, it's artsy inside. The people are friendly, the drinks are cheap, the food is amazing, and they have these occasional shows. And so they're doing this experimental noise festival on Saturday, which don't think you're going to go hang out and just enjoy some music. No, it's experimental noise. And these are serious artists that do this, but it's not music like you would think of music with melody and rhythm. To give you an example, I went one year and one of the acts was, well, there was a guy who had a wall of speakers, and he stood real close to it playing ear-splitting feedback. And all the hipsters in the audience had like earplugs in and were standing there going, hmm. And then another one of the acts was a family. It was a mom, dad, and a kid. And they had this old metal bed, like one of those old metal beds you see in these old cabins, with the springs. And they were playing the bed. The dad had like a Coke bottle. He was creaking on the strings. The mom had like a hammer. She was bing, bing, bing. And the kid was boink, boink, boinking. That's the kind of music they play at this thing. But anyway, me and my sister and Terry, we are into that kind of weird stuff. So we're going to that. And that is going to be the fun thing we do for Terry. Okay, hold on. I got some more super chats I got to answer. Somebody says, oh, Jeffrey, did the Cartzilla... Oh, he did the Cartzilla, and he saw that the pink elephant is still in its place. Okay, so he took a ride on that giant shopping cart. You can ride on down Vegas Boulevard. I bet you had a good time on that. Amazing. I love that cart. In fact, I met the guy's parents when I was down in Quartzsite. I think I might have already mentioned this. His parents are viewers of the channel, the guy who made that shopping cart. So he's saying that the pink elephant is still there, which is that pink elephant in front of that old motel across from Mandalay Bay, and the motel's for sale. I'm really hoping somebody preserves that thing because it's amazing. And if they don't preserve it, well, they can bring it right out here. Somebody wants to know if I've ever heard of Shane Hummus, who offers great tips and courses on how to become successful on YouTube. No, I've never heard of him. There's a lot of guys who have channels like that. It just comes down to a matter of time. I just don't have enough time to do everything, and that includes watching videos, helping. I mean, I'm stuck in this feedback loop. If I would take the time to watch stuff and learn how to be more efficient and make more money, then I wouldn't have to work so hard, I guess. I could dial back to one video a month or something. Because to be honest, if like to do this train video, right, I would have needed to take an entire month. I'm basically making a movie. It's going to be like an hour long. And who makes a movie in 4 days? You know, I need to spend like a month crafting these things, and I don't. I just crank them out one after the other. Somebody said, wait, hold on. Oh, here's another super chat. Oh, Brian, thank you, wants to know if I replaced the casita windows. No, and I need to. These windows are so gross, but I've just been spending too much money lately. I gotta cut back. So no new windows for me at this time, but in the future for sure. Although it's like, how much money do I want to put into this shack, you know? Especially when it's 100 degrees already in March. Although today's April. April Fools. Woo! April 1st. Oh, Herbie the Love Bug. Super chat. Thank you, Herbie. Says, did you enjoy the car? Well, now I know who it's from. There was no note in the box, so I didn't know whom to thank. Yes, I do enjoy. I loved Herbie the Love Bug when I was a kid. Remember Herbie the Love Bug, the movie? Loved it. And someone sent me, Herbie the Love Bug sent me a die-cast model of Herbie about yay big. It's so cute. Yes, I love it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Um, oh gosh, let me see what else is going on. I feel like I missed one more super chat. I don't know. All right, I'll just answer some regular questions. Oh, somebody says they live in Yucca Valley and they'll see me there on Saturday. Okay, I assume you already know what you're in for with that scene because it's gonna be woo woo. Bring your earplugs. Who else? Oh, somebody watching from the Netherlands. Hi. I got my wooden clogs right out front on the porch. Would I ever live stream in my tub outside or a hot spring? I've considered doing that, but if I live stream from a hot spring, I'd get so many hate comments. You're blowing these places up. It'd be logistically difficult too. I'd have to bring my Starlink and a battery bank to plug it into, which wouldn't be terrible. I mean, I live streamed from that thing in Amboy where I had to do that, and it worked fine. Incidentally, yeah, that live stream was a hot mess. I apologize, but Turbo told me I should live stream from the event, so I did. But I mean, obviously, I was busy doing stuff at the event. You know, I couldn't stand there and talk to the camera the entire time. And anyway, the whole thing got demonetized because a friggin' band was playing in the background. That song, "Ooh, I'm driving my life away," that was in the background, and so I got a copyright strike on it. And that means I don't make any money off that video. Isn't that ridiculous? It's an hour and a half long live stream. That stupid song is playing for, I don't know, 5 minutes, whatever, 3 minutes. And because of that 3 minutes, and I tried to go in and edit it out, they wouldn't let me. So I just never made any money off that video. But I didn't do it to make money. I did it just for fun. What is this? Oh, Brian wants to know if, or Brain Flood, excuse me, wants to know, are your Sunday videos proving more popular than Fridays? No, there's no rhyme or reason to it. It's like when I was just reciting my top earning ones. There's Hot Springs, there's Lake Mead, there's this, there's that. It's all over the place. Same with this. You know, like if I go look at how many, proving more popular, I guess, would be views. Let me see. How do I go to my videos, channel content? The last few videos I've been making haven't been getting that many views to begin with. The last video I made that got a decent number of views was when I did that hot spring with Bill. Hi, Bill, if you happen to be watching. We went up to that hot spring in the snow. That one got like almost 90,000 views. But after that, well, it kind of petered out. I'm not getting too many views on any of them. So Sunday, Wednesday, Tuesday, it doesn't seem to make any difference. Okay. Back to, oh, somebody watching from Germany. Mr. Corncob Pipe. Prost. Have you finished the tax return? I did my taxes months ago. I have an accountant who does it for me because I have an LLC. He advised me to form an LLC, and I can't do corporate taxes, so he did it for me. Where is that creepy Bill? How dare you, sir? Bill isn't creepy. He's a nice man, and so is Bob, and so is the guy that I'm going sailing with in Tahiti this July. Oh, Brian also wants to know, do I still use the submarine cellar? Well, so the backstory. When we first moved out here, I needed a quiet place that I could work. And this is when I was living in the main house. And at first, we were just using this casita for storage. Because when we bought the property and we had the inspector come over, he was like, well, the floor is all messed up. This is really, it's a tear down. Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna tear it down and rebuild it. And we had all these grand plans when we first moved in. So we were just storing stuff in here. And we were all of us, me, my sister, and Terry, we were all sleeping in the main house. It was crowded. I had the bedroom, Terry was on the couch, and my sister was in the office. Well, it was just too much. So my sister ended up moving into the casita, and I was so jealous. Like, oh, I just want a space to myself. And I wanted to move in here at first, but she wanted it. I don't know. It's a long story. Anyway, I just needed a place to work. And so we have this little basement room in one of our outbuildings that I was like, okay, I guess I could use this for an office. And so I was going to turn it into a submarine because there's no windows in it. It's underground. And I bought some portholes and people sent me all these cool nautical decorations. I was going to make it like the Nautilus from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, like a steampunk submarine, which I still think would be amazing. It would be an amazing place to do a podcast out of. Live from the Death Valley submarine. Live from the You know how Art Bell used to go from the Valley of the Shadow of Death, or what did he say? I don't know. He had some intro. I would do from the bowels of the Death Valley submarine. It's the Wonder Hussy Show. I like the idea. I didn't like working down there because the air is really stagnant. It's underground and there's not very good ventilation, filtration, and it's dusty and it's not really that cool. Like temperature wise, you'd think, oh, it's below decks, it's much more cool. No, it's only like 10 degrees cooler than above decks, like my nautical terminology. Anyway, long story short, I kept all the decorations down there because I still think it would be a really cool, like, speakeasy or something like that. But no, we're just using it for storage. I haven't had time. Don't have time to do all this. Okay, hold on. I feel like I'm missing some stuff. Someone wants to know how many miles are on my 4Runner. Well, I think I'm up around 30,000 now, which I've had it for a year, and that's not that many for me. I had 10 when I bought it. That means I only put 20 on in a year. I've had it for about a year. Normally I drive way more than that, but I guess because I was so busy, well, because I was so busy doing my stuff with the Vegas house, but also I did more international traveling, like Australia and Colombia, and I've been flying more places, I guess. The train. I'm not driving as much. I need to put some more miles on that truck. Thanks for reminding me. Will you be stopping on towns on your Route 66 trip or just rolling through? Both. The itinerary isn't up to me. It's Turbo. It's kind of his deal, but we are with this big caravan. We've kind of glommed onto this big caravan. There's a bunch of caravans doing Route 66, groups of people. And the one that we're going to be following is, I think it's the official Route 66 Revitalization Organization caravan. So it's all these people who are involved in that official org. And we're just sort of glomming onto that, piggybacking on them. So wherever they stop, I guess we're stopping. Oh, somebody wants me to sing Tiffany or Reba or Shania. I think we're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. There's Tiffany. Reba. Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. Dun 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 dun. Here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down. Love that song. Who's the other one? Oh, Shania. That don't impress me much. Oh, oh, ooh, oh. So beautiful, Shania Twain. They did some study and they found that Shania Twain had or has the most beautiful face of any face because her features are perfectly symmetrical and like the distance between her nose and her chin, and they did all these like weird scientific measurements of Shania Twain's face and found that she has the most beautiful face, and that's a good thing because her voice wasn't all that great. Oh, just kidding. I actually really like Shania Twain, but yeah, she's not known for being. It's like any of these people, Madonna, Britney Spears, they're not like the best vocalists. It's not all about your vocals. It's about your charisma and the whole friggin' package. And Shania has that in spades. I should know. I worked at her show in Vegas right before I quit that job. Shania Twain came in and did a show. Go totally crazy. Forget I'm a lady. Whoa, oh, oh. Somebody wants to know where's the best steak in Pahrump? The only steak I've ever had in Pahrump, aside from carne asada, which is grilled steak, but in terms of a steak, the steakhouse at the Nugget. The Nugget is the nicest hotel in Vegas, or the nicest casino hotel. I think the Holiday Inn Express might be a nicer hotel. I don't know. I've never stayed at the Holiday Inn Express. I've stayed at the Nugget, and it's fine. It's very nice, and it's super reasonable. I probably shouldn't even be talking about this because they're going to jack up the rates, but you can get a room there for like $60, and it's easy to park, easy to get in and out, and they have a really good steakhouse. O'Brien wants to know if I have any local church invites for Easter. There is a local church here, and the pastor is a wonderful guy, Pastor Frank. He's so nice. Saw him at the grocery store a while back. Just the nicest man. But I'm not going to be here for Easter. I'm going to be in Wonder Valley. So I'm going to be worshiping at the Bar of Bloody Marys on Sunday morning. Oh, somebody says they just listened to Butterfly by Crazy Train. Well, I won't sing it because you didn't ask me to. Oh, hell, why not? Come, come, my lady, you're my sugar fly, sugar baby. I was like, you're my butterfly, sugar baby. Come, my lady, come, my lady. Remember that song from like 2000? Back in the day, I remember watching that music video when I was a cigarette girl. I was a cigarette girl at the Flamingo Hotel. Talk about a job. We had to wear this little tiny short, I mean, it was the shortest dress you ever saw. It was backless, no back. It was the same exact color as this. It was this electric kind of blue color. It had no back, but it had a little kind of mock turtleneck, and it barely covered your butt cheeks. And then right up, like, because there was no back, right above the butt, there was a big hot pink bow, like a big satin bow. And then you had to wear, nylons and these little, they wanted you to wear clear high heels, like stripper heels. Walk around, cigarettes, cigars, cigarillos, but it wasn't just cigarettes, cigars, and cigarillos. It was also yo-yos, earrings, roses, all this crazy bullshit. Oh, excuse me. Oh my God. Whoopsie. I can't beat myself out because this is live. I think that's why people like live. It's like the whole me being real and not AI. This is live. I can't edit it if I accidentally cuss. So hopefully the FCC doesn't come down on me. I don't think they do that on YouTube. Anyway, I did that job for quite a while. You had to sell yo-yos. They had these light up flashing yo-yos that you had to go around. You had to yo-yo your whole, because the thing is, like, with this pack of cigarettes, like, basically, I want to make a video about this because it was really interesting. Basically, you would walk around the casino with this tray packed with all the different cigarettes, cigars, some roses, some blinky stuff. And then if somebody who was gambling wanted a pack of cigarettes, they would get them for free. The casino comps them. So you had a pager. This was back in 2000, the year 2001. So you had a pager, and it would go, cigarettes to blackjack number 2. So you go over to blackjack table number 2, and what do you want, sir? Oh, Marlboro. Okay, here you go. And then they get them for free. So they would usually tip you like $1 or $2. But the commission you made on the cigarettes was only 35 cents. The yo-yos, I think you made like $9 commission on. So it was in your best interest to friggin' sell them yo-yos, and the flashing earrings and flashing bracelets and the roses. All that stuff had a high markup, and so you made much more money by selling that stuff than you did selling the actual cigarettes and cigars. But it was just like, I didn't sign up to sell yo-yos. What is this? I did it for a while. The worst thing about the job was the shift. I did the night shift. So I started at 10 p.m., I think, and then worked until like 6 in the morning. It was miserable, like overnight. You walk around, you get there at 10, you have to load up your tray, you have to count all the inventory. So you don't actually go out on the floor till 11. So at 11, you go out, and the casino's busy, 11 p.m., that's like the prime of the Vegas night. Everyone's drinking, laughing, gambling, buying cigarettes, buying yo-yos, yeah. Midnight, 1, you're still busy. Starts slowing down around 2, 3, 4. It's completely dead in the casino. I remember just standing there trying not to fall asleep. And that's when I have this memory. I was like leaning against a wall with my cigarette tray and my little blue dress, trying not to fall asleep, watching the video for Come, My Lady, Come, Come, My Lady on the television above the lobby bar. And that is my memory of that song. Hey, somebody wants to know what's my birthday wish for the big 5-0. My birthday wish is world peace and lower gas prices. I mean, really, that is my birthday wish, is world peace, not so much gas, whatever. I'm the one who drives around like an idiot spending all that gas. But sure would be nice to not have all this fussing and feuding going on. I mean, I'm not trying to get political. I'm just saying in general, peace in town here, instead of everybody. I mean, the feuding here has reached epic proportions. I mean, I was very upset last May when I came back from Australia. I almost wanted to move out of here because all the pettiness. But what I have come to realize in the last year, almost year it's been, when my sister and I first moved out here, we wanted to be involved in everything. We wanted to meet everyone, get to know all the neighbors, volunteer for this, volunteer for that. Like we really wanted to be a part of the community. And there were certain people that we met that didn't seem like they ever really went out and were a part of the community. They stayed to themselves. They stayed in their home. They just kept separate. We were like, golly, why are they so grumpy? Why don't they come out and be a part of this? Well, now, after having lived here for 5 years, we know why. We know exactly why. The only way to survive in a small town like this is to just keep to yourself. They do it at Villa Anita pretty well. They have their own little scene back there and they don't get involved too much. I was putting myself out there too much. And so I basically withdrew and I hang out here. I go to the new taco place. Actually, I got to plug this new taco place. It's right down the street here at Death Valley Hot Springs. And I don't know how much longer they're going to be open. Probably at least through the end of May, I would think. It's excellent food. I've eaten there twice now. The first time I had tacos, and it's a relatively limited menu. If you saw the video, it's nachos, tacos. There's a really good taco salad that I might actually get sometime. I thought it was just a salad, but it's got a tortilla under it and all the stuff on it. Really good. They have a baked potato. That's what I had last time. It was so good. It's a regular baked potato, but then they put taco meat on it. You can get either beef or chicken, and they can put guacamole, all the stuff on it. I put beans on mine, frijoles. It was delicioso. Okay, Prospector X. Hi, Sarah. I'm taking a trip from Barstow to Vegas next week, and I was wondering if you have any recommendation for stops along the way. You could take literally any exit off I-15 between Barstow and Vegas and find something interesting off of it. Baker is my number one recommendation, I guess. Stop in Baker and go to the Alien Jerky store. It's pretty interesting in there. I mean, if you like gift shops. And then they have that Alien Hotel out back that they're still working on. That's pretty interesting to look at. And then food recommendation. They have the Mad Greek restaurant. They got great milkshakes there. Then the food's pretty good too, but the taco place across from the Mad Greek, excellent tacos and very reasonably priced. So that's my recommendation to you. Thank you, Prospector X, for the super chat. I guess you appreciated my answer. Hannah thinks the aliens from Pine Gap need more images of me. They have my phone at Pine Gap. They have access to all the images ever taken of me. There was plenty of photos of me on that phone, Hannah, and a lot of them I was naked. So I think the aliens have everything they need. Brian also wants to know if I have any big plans for the sesquicentennial. That's the 250th birthday of the United States this year. This 4th of July is going to be the USA's 250th birthday. Yes, I want to do something. I'm going sailing in Tahiti on like July 11th. So it's kind of close. Whatever I do for the 4th of July, I would love to go to Washington, D.C. And I'm sure there's going to be some huge fireworks show or something. I'd love to do that, but I don't know if I'll have time to do all that and get back in time to go sailing in Tahiti. So I don't know. I thought like there would be some kind of huge, gross patriotgasm display of something planned somewhere. And there is a website. The government has some website for it, but it just seems very hokey and like they don't know what they're doing. So I don't know. I thought maybe the Iowa State Fair was going to be like the big thing for the 250th, but I haven't been able to find any legit information online about it. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do something for sure, man. I mean, I guess if all else fails, I can go to friggin' Pahrumph's 4th of July party. I did that one year in a video, and it was pretty fun. But, I mean, to be honest, with any luck at all, I won't be here on 4th of July. It's too friggin' hot here in the summer, Like, yes, I have air conditioning, and yes, it's relatively comfortable indoors, but it's just the minute you step outside, the heat and the flies just murder you. And so, no, I don't want to be around here. Oh, Death Valley Bob says, my tan looks great. Thank you. I was trying to work on my tan before the heat wave kicked in. Now, of course, I'm stuck indoors editing, so I'm probably going to get pale again real fast. Someone told me you're a cam girl. I set them straight, so you're not, right? A cam girl? Ooh, well, I am sitting here talking on a camera. No, this person wants to know if I'm one of those hussies who I guess you pay by the minute to do stuff on a webcam. No, I'm not like that. Not that there's anything wrong with doing it. I think that's a perfectly legitimate way of making a living. I just don't do it. And I've had a lot of people tell me I should start an OnlyFans. Can you imagine? So I could go to hot springs naked, but it just seems kind of creepy to me. Like, I don't know, like the people who watch this channel tend to be a little older demographic wise. So I feel like I have like 1,000 grandpas, and I don't want my grandpas all watching me naked. You know, it just seems kind of weird. Hold on, I got some more questions coming in. Oh, thank you for the compliment though about my tan. I appreciate that. Time to come to Paris. Oh, Catherine's watching. Yes, I 100% want to go to Paris. I haven't been to Paris since I was 9 years old or something. 8, 7. Yeah. Oh my God. Are you kidding? But I want to go. I want to try to get my sister to come too. I don't know. I think it'd be fun to do like a girls' trip to Paris. Wouldn't that be fun? Paris. Oh, Ross says, thanks for the tacos that one night. That's right, Ross. Ross is the king of getting free food. I'm always getting roped up into paying for Ross. Just kidding, Ross. Love you. I was happy to pay for you and all your friends. Ross had that cool guy from Bodie Ghost Town that was staying at his mine. He was a nice guy. Great people. And of course, Robin and Dan. I mean, they're wonderful. Big shout out to everyone at Tacopa Mines. I love all of you. And we got to have that bonfire, Ross. Someone says I should come back to Taos and stay in the Earth ship again. Oh, right. I made a video years ago where I went and we rented an Earth ship, a beautiful Earth ship, which is a building made out of all recycled materials in Taos. And I would definitely consider doing that again, but it wasn't cheap, you know, and I already made the video, so. Karen says, I've been to Tahiti. You'll love it. I hope so. I mean, I'm going. This is just like what I did with Bill in Australia. I didn't know Bill when I agreed to go down there with him. I mean, I had met him a couple times. He seemed nice enough. And it turned out to be fine. So, same thing with this sailing in Tahiti thing. I met the guy once. I think I only met him once at the Baghdad Cafe, but he's been emailing me and sending me things for years, and long letters. I have a sense of the guy's personality. He seems like a nice guy. He always wanted to go sailing in Tahiti, and so he invited me as his guest. So we're going out there for 2 weeks. 1 week we're just going to stay on the island, but the second week we're going to be sailing around in this sailboat. And I'm going to be seasick. No, my doctor friend said he'll prescribe you this little patch you put behind your ear, and it supposedly helps with nausea. Yeah, somebody said, that's why us grandpas buy your calendars. Yeah, it's true. I make a naked calendar. I might as well have an OnlyFans. Good point, Gramps. Well, maybe I will. Oh, somebody says, I thought you wore sunscreen. Now you're purposely tanning? I do. I wear sunscreen on my face. I mean, my face is a little bit different color than my body. It's lighter. Because I've been wearing sunscreen on my face for like 27 years. No joke. I started in like 1999. And I maybe even before that. Every single day I wear sunscreen on my face, neck, ears. It's important because I've had somebody go, oh, what's that thing on your ear? I have a red spot on my ear. Well, I put sunscreen on my ears every day. This is the ear that the sun comes through when I'm driving. So I cover all that with sunscreen down to about here. The rest of my body, I don't typically use sunscreen unless if I'm going to the nude beach at Lake Tahoe and I know I'm going to be sitting in the sun all day, then I'll wear sunscreen. But for the most part, I don't. Okay, it's already 11:02. I've been yakking for an hour. I'm sure you're all enjoying this, and I could sit here and talk all day, but this train video isn't going to finish itself, so I got to get back to work. Thank you, John. I appreciate your moderating skills. Thank you, everyone. Brian has one last super chat. Since aliens are real, will you seek a date? Sure, I'd go on a date with an alien. I mean, that's a surefire way of getting probed. Zing!